All right, this is when the killer realizes that his murder was recorded. I love these interrogation type videos. It really shows you people's true colors, especially like the sick and twisted people, how they try to act normal a lot of times.
This is 23-year-old Dominique Davis. Dominique has just been arrested for murder by the Fort Worth, Texas Police Department. On January 8, 2022, police responded to a shooting a little after 2 p.m. When they arrived on scene, they found the body of 23-year-old Curtis Sims lying on the ground. The police were able to find surveillance cameras in the area that had recorded what had happened. The footage showed Dominique executing Curtis with a handgun while he was lying on the ground. Dominique was quickly arrested and brought in for interrogation.
Wait, what? He was found with what?
The footage showed Dominique surveillance cameras in the area that had recorded what had happened. The footage showed Dominique executing Curtis with a handgun while he was lying on the ground. Dominique was quick.
So mind you, this guy, they've already caught him on footage. Like, so the cops, before they even get in the room, they already know the vibes. They already know the vibes. But I don't know if Curtis knows that they know the vibes. Federal.
Quickly arrested and brought in for interrogation.
Hey, Dominique. I'm Detective Sullivan, man. We didn't get an opportunity to meet each other out there today.
What's insane is
I'm
they
the
will
detective
know
that's going to be
this
handling this investigation, okay?
and still walk in the room normal and not
First
tell
off,
you that
let me
they
get a
know
little
this
housework
already.
done here. Let's see. Today is January the 8th, 2022. The time now is approximately 17:08 or 5:08 p.m. Homicide interview room. I'm Detective Sullivan. This is Detective Anderson, my partner. And Dominique, what is your last name?
Davis.
Do you understand what's going on? All right. So,
Shit.
you are
Cops
under
are
arrest
so
right now
used
for
to
the
people
charge of
lying to
murder.
them.
I understand you may have made a statement to an officer when he got on scene that you took a gun from somebody and stuff like that. I don't know. That's what I'm here to talk about you about. But based on the investigation so far, I believe that you're responsible for a murder. Okay. If there's any claims of self-defense you want to be had, I'd love to hear you talk about it and stuff. But that's up to you. Since you are under arrest for murder, I have to read you your Miranda warnings. Okay.
I was walking.
Oh, wait a second. Would you like to talk to me today?
Yeah, I'll talk to you,
Okay,
but I'm not
okay.
going to say much.
Okay, well, that's up to you. I mean, as long as you're saying you want to talk to me, we can talk. Okay.
All right, hold on. I don't know. I'm conflicted about this next thought that I'm about to say because I've always been told, Chad, that you're not supposed to talk. Period. Like, even if it is self-defense, it's not in your best interest to talk. So, I mean, because the chances of you making it better without your lawyer present is very slim. Very slim. There's nothing that you can't say that your lawyer, there's nothing that you can say that your lawyer can't say better than you. Let's put it that way.
Go ahead. It was really just me defending myself. Somebody pulled up, got out the car, was trying to fight, flashed their gun a little bit, and once they got to swinging on me, I got closer to their car because, like, you should have just killed me, basically.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you know this person?
Yeah, I know that person.
Who is it?
It was a friend.
Okay. How close are y'all as friends?
He was real close.
What happened?
I don't know.
Just fell out? Y'all grow up together, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Do you think reasons matter
Grew
for
up together.
why most people do stuff? I think they do. You didn't just walk up to nobody and do nothing, did you?
I didn't walk up to nobody.
There you go.
I didn't do
So
nothing.
that could make a difference. Okay. With this being said
Yo, you hear that? The police are so well trained. Did you hear that little slip word that he threw in there? They like kind of agree with you and they do it in these slight ways that you don't realize it's making you feel comfortable enough to say that one extra word that can open up another question, that can open up deeper parts of the conversation. Yo, they really know how to take you down the rabbit hole, man. Listen. Woof.
I think they do. You didn't just walk up to nobody and do nothing, did you?
I didn't walk up to nobody.
There you go.
I didn't do
So
nothing.
that could make a difference.
That
Okay.
can make a difference.
With this being
You hear
said
that?
tell me about the gun. That's important in this thing.
I mean,
Is this gun your gun?
No.
No doubt about it, it's not your
That's
gun.
not mine.
Okay. Whose gun is it?
His. The person that's dead.
Who's that?
The person is dead.
Curtis?
Yeah.
How do you know he's dead?
They told me.
Yeah, okay. So, where did you get the gun?
From inside his car.
In his car?
Oh, he might have incriminated
Curtis?
himself right there.
Okay, whose gun is it?
His. The person is dead.
Who's that?
The person is dead.
Curtis?
Yeah.
How do you know he's dead?
How you know he's
They
dead?
told me.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So, where did you get the gun?
they know.
From inside
Got
his
him.
car.
From in his car?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain that to me?
He was fighting on me, thinking that I was hurt
Uh-huh.
because I was like this.
Where were you at? Were you inside the car when you were fighting or outside the car?
I was outside of the
Okay.
car, and he got out of his car.
Okay.
That's
So where did you get the gun? Did you reach into an
I
open
reached
window?
through the window. The window was down. I reached through the window.
Oh, hey man, I'm sorry.
My fault.
Yeah, it's
My
all right.
fault.
It's all right.
But,
I
like,
understand.
I
Hey,
reached through
dude,
the window.
I understand. This is a big deal, man. I understand it's a big deal for you. We can get up, but just let's try to be as calm as we can because I'm just trying to get the information because obviously this is recorded. This interview is recorded. There's no secrets, and I want your story for everybody to hear it. Okay.
Long story short is, he got out the car trying to
For
fight me.
everybody to hear it. You see, they make it seem like they're on your side, yo. They make it seem like they're on your side and they're not. They're just doing their job. Their job is to get the facts. And talking without your lawyer there, whether you're telling the truth or not, is not the vibes. Because you're not going home tonight. There's nothing that you can say when you get arrested for suspected of murder, especially if they have the video of it. Dog, you're not going home tonight. Shut the fuck up. Wait till the lawyer gets there.
I guess he thought that I was hurt or something like that because when he started, I started moving towards his car. But
You look like you have an injury on your eye.
yeah, he hit me. Obviously, we was fighting
Okay. Well, I'm gonna need to take some pictures of that stuff. Where did you get the gun from the car?
in the cup holder.
The cup holder. It was just sitting there in a cup holder. So you went into the driver's side or the passenger side?
Passenger
It's
side.
just a two-door? Okay, two-door. And you didn't open the door, but you just reached in?
Stick the window.
Okay. Then what happened?
I shot him.
How many times?
I don't know, probably 2.
What happened after you shot him?
I called.
Admitting.
I told the people to call the police.
Okay.
Wow.
When you shot him, how close was he to you?
He was close.
Was he still swinging at you? What happened?
Mm-mm. As soon as I hit him the first time, he dropped to the ground.
Did you shoot him anymore when he's on the ground, anything like that? Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So, did he say any comments to you like, I'm going to kill you? Did he say anything like that?
I didn't hear too much.
Kind of got tunnel vision or whatever? It happens. Just what I hear. So, just so I know, that gun does not belong to you. You have never touched that gun before other than
Oh.
when you got it from this cup holder.
Oh.
Is that correct? Okay. Would you have any problem with me collecting a DNA sample from you just so I can prove that?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to have a little consent here from you. And I was just going to say you can read this.
So what? I'm going to jail.
You're going to jail,
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Yes. Even if yo, I don't understand why people really think that like you're gonna go home that night and shit's gonna be okay. Like, no, you're going to go to jail whether you're innocent or not until you get out on bail or until they decide that, for whatever reason you don't need to be sitting in jail. But most oftentimes than not, even if you're innocent as shit, that first night you are sitting in jail. And I know it's tough because you kind of want to start pleading your innocence right then and there, but it's like you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. Cause there's nothing you can say to make it better.
This is the thing about
And that's the thing, not talking is not gonna incriminate you more. You could just say, hey, I just don't feel comfortable talking without my lawyer here. Plain and simple. Or a lawyer that's present. Somebody.
it. Just because you go to jail tonight don't mean the case is over.
Exactly.
Okay, because people look at these cases and stuff. I got to go out there. I understand there may be some video of this fight. If all that stuff checks out for you in the fight, that's going to look good for you in the future, man. Your cooperation, it looks good for you. Like people have respect for you and stuff like that. I don't know. I wasn't out there. You were out there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to document your injuries.
He looks
You know what I'm
calm,
saying?
but if you
You
look
guys are
really
fighting. I don't
closely,
know
his
who's getting
jacket is
better, who
moving, which
wasn't
means
getting
his
better, who
leg
or anything
is
like
shaking.
that. We're still out there in the process of talking to witnesses and stuff.
If you look really closely in between his jacket, his leg, like he is twitching his leg, which is a form of like nervousness, which these people that ask you questions, they went to school for this type of shit. So they're looking at those minute details, little things that you're not looking at. Like, I used to be a magician, or I used to do magic, and you'd be surprised a lot of the little tells that humans have that you think you don't have by being still or by moving. Sometimes little to no movement means something. Sometimes moving while you were doing little to no movement means something. Like, there's so many tells, and it all depends on your reactions to certain words and things like that. And like, you can tell, I mean, obviously we know based off of the title of this video that obviously he's more guilty than he's leading on, but like, he's also kind of giving away, as this guy is reading out the fact that he is going to go to jail tonight, he is going to have to fight for his innocence a little bit. Like, you can see his demeanor starting to somewhat change, and he's starting to get a little nervous, as anyone would, innocent or not. But just, it'll probably come into play more later on to the video.
All this information I'm gathering is, pretty much to complete a thorough investigation in the case, Dominique. And if that ain't your gun, because we can tell now the DNA is so good, is I know you already touched that bottle, but if I touch it too, they can tell who touched it first. You understand what I'm saying? So his DNA should be all over that gun. And that would go to your claim that you took the gun from his car, right? So,
wow.
Okay, I'm going to read this to you, and I'll let you have a chance to read it too. It says, I, Dominic Davis, have been informed by Detective Casey Sullivan, that's me, of my constitutional right not to have an intrusion made into my body for the purpose of conducting a buccal cheek swab. All we do is go in with a Q-tip and get your cheek. We don't go into your body like with a needle or anything. Blood test or hair comparison. Knowing of my lawful, we're not going to do a blood test. We're not going to do a hair comparison. I'm going to max those out. We're just going to take a cheek sip. Knowing of my lawful right to refuse to consent to such an intrusion, I willingly give my permission to any court. No blood. I give this written permission for a buccal cheek swab test. No blood, no hair. Again, I'm sorry it's in there.
Dominic.
Surely, and with threats of any kind at...
The detective asks Dominic if he will consent to a DNA test so they can prove he touched the handgun. Dominic will now sign the paperwork to give his consent. After the sample is taken, the detective will begin asking questions about the shooting. More specifically, why did it happen, and was it really self-defense?
I'm not sure whether or not
that too, sir. If you agree
a
with
lawyer
that,
or
sign
anybody
it right there. There's a pin.
That's good with this type. If you're good with this type of stuff, leave a comment. Like, drop the comment right now as to whether or not, without his lawyer present, should he be signing that? Is that smart to sign that?
And
I'm curious.
I'm sorry, I forgot his name. What's his name? The guy you're fighting with? Did you guys ever go to school together or anything like that?
He said he...
What
do you mean you don't know?
You
just told the officer that you guys were friends.
Did you and... I'm sorry, I forgot his name. What's his name? The guy you're fighting with? Did you guys ever go to school together or anything like that?
He said they grew up together.
What school did you go to? Central?
But you know what school they went?
Did you end up graduating? You got any kids, anything like that? How many kids you got? One. Boy, girl?
Girl.
How old is your little girl?
Just turned 3.
Just turned 3. They don't even have any gloves in here. Just open up your mouth for me. All right. Hey, you actually got, looks like there's a little blood or something in there. I understand. I had some people come up to me out there and said this fight might have been over a girl. Is that accurate?
Over a shorty?
You don't want to tell me, or?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
The girl in particular is...
He's switching up his
Ciara
answers
Reddick?
now.
Don't know anything about that? So why would he come over, Curtis come over today and try to fight you?
No, no.
You have any phone communications with him recently, texting him, threatening him, anything like that? Nothing like that in your phone? Do you have any problem with us if we down...
Yo, this is all sus. You can't start off answering a ton of questions about how you know him, and then you're giving all these details, and then the second you get down to the nitty-gritty, and they want to swab you and really get down to it, Now you're saying you don't know. No, that's not the, like, what? Like, the only answer should be either I want to talk to my lawyer or that's it. Like, you can't, or continue the same energy that you had before, because they're going to review all of this shit. Even this right here, from the time that they pull up on you and the body cams are on, it's showtime. And he's starting to crumble in this performance right now.
Downloaded to conduct a forensic download of your phone to prove that as well for your sake?
You can do whatever, man.
No, it's up to you, man.
No.
You don't want me to do that? Okay, because I would say is
Wait.
your phone to get in your phone. Do you have any problem with us if we downloaded to conduct a forensic download of your phone to prove that as well for your sake?
You can do whatever, man.
No, it's up to you, man.
No.
You don't want me to do that? Okay, because I would say if somebody told me that there might have been communications in there where you threatened him, said that you were going to shoot him, I think if those messages aren't in your phone,
Threatening?
I think that would be important. But if they are in your phone, I can understand you not wanting to do that as well. So you do not want me to do that.
Look at the rope of dope that he's pulling.
Okay.
On. Wow.
Because I'll put it to you like this. That whole thing's caught on tape, man. Video. I hope you know that. You didn't reach into his car.
Yes, I did.
No.
I was in the window. What are you talking about? I didn't reach into his car.
It's not enough.
Okay, either way, I don't care.
If I show you the video,
Yeah, show me the video so I can show you where, bro. Because now y'all trying to say I'm lying, bro. So pull up the camera right now and show me the video so I can show you, because obviously y'all didn't see
okay. I'll even say give you that you reached into the car. I'll say that. Why did you shoot him while he was on the ground?
it. Because what are you talking about?
You told me you didn't shoot him.
How many times was he punching you whenever you were reaching into the car?
Oh, wow. Wow.
This ain't important to you, Dominic?
It is important to me, but like, what is there? Like, you know what I mean? Bro is dead now. You know what I mean?
let me tell you what it is. If you had to make a
he's
decision on what
crumbling.
happens to you,
Mm-hmm.
does it matter if the person's sorry for what happened? You don't think it does?
I mean,
You think it matters if the person's telling the truth?
I'm telling you the truth.
Well, from what I can see from the video so far, what ain't going to look good for you is you going up and executing him when he's on the ground. What I'm saying is, would you like to tell
Executed
anybody
him.
about that? Somebody's got to make a decision. I don't make a decision what happens to you. You know that? I just put the facts together, and here you guys go. Judges, juries do this. Okay? That's who makes the decision. I think if I had done something wrong, that there's no doubt that you pulled the trigger. There's no issue with that whatsoever. Okay? I know that for 100% fact. You even admitted it to us. You
All right,
said
can I
that.
ask you a
Yes.
question?
Go ahead.
Where did I get the gun from?
I don't know. I think you got it from your waistband.
As I was going like this, right?
I
Being
guess so,
slowed
man.
on, right?
I don't know. That's what it looked like to me. But with that being said is, we're going to have time to go frame by frame by frame. This is just early in the investigation. I can tell you this. Just as far as I saw, I never saw you reach into the window or had the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just from what I saw. Now, hey, keep in mind, when I get all the video downloaded and extracted into this, and we go frame by frame, we'll be able to slow it down to where we're like robots watching through there. We'll be able to see how many times everybody hit each other. I don't know that stuff now. So, but I'm saying,
Wow.
is there any reason? Because reasons matter for this, man.
Damn.
It looks like then, is this like, why is he coming over to your place? And I don't know why you don't think it's important that you tell us all this, man. But that's up to you. I'm not mad at you if you don't want to tell me the reasons. But I think someone who's going to decide what happens, I think they should know. Me personally, man, you're not a bad guy, Dominic. I think some shit went wrong today, man.
Yo, that's also how they get you. Now he's gonna go back. You see how for the first 10 minutes it was, yo, I'm working with you. I'm just trying to figure this out with you. All this other stuff. Do you mind if I swab? Do you mind if I this? At the second after he swabbed this man's cheek, turn up time. Yo, so you said that you didn't shoot him when he was on the ground, but I saw you on video shoot him when he was on the ground. Check number one. Check number two. How come you said that you reached inside of the car to get the gun, but I didn't see you reach inside to get the gun? It looked like you pulled that from your waistband. Like, yo, they start turning up and then watch them switch it back. Now he's back on his side. Now he's back to the, now they're not pressing on him as heavy anymore. Now they kind of dialing it back. It's like these are all the little techniques that they use. This shit is crazy to watch it unfold.
I don't think you're a killer. I don't know, man. It's up to you, man. I'm not going to beat you down or waste your time or anything like that, but
He's
I think
lying to him.
it's
He's
up to
like,
you,
I don't
man.
think you're a
I'm not
killer.
gonna-
But clearly he saw the video.
I don't know, man. It's up to you, man. I'm not going to beat you down or waste your time or anything like that, but I think it's important that you tell us the backstory, what's going on, why he even came over, how did he even know you was going to be over at the apartments? How's all that?
Mm-hmm.
You got any questions, Detective Anderson?
So my thing is, again, going back, if you're getting beat on while you're reaching into the car, if that's what we're saying, he's hitting you.
Yo, mirroring actions is another giveaway, by the way. When somebody mirrors your actions, and I knew this before that even happened. Look, detective.
He even came over. How did he even know you was going to be over at the apartments? How's all that?
Detective takes a sip.
Mm-hmm.
He reaches for the water. It's like
You got any
clockwork.
questions, Detective Anderson?
I knew that was gonna
My thing
happen,
is,
but I
again,
should have told
going
you guys
back.
and called it out right before.
If you're getting beat on
Crazy.
while you're
It's
reaching
crazy
into the
how
car,
human
if that's
psychology
what we're
works.
saying, he's hitting you. You grab the gun. At that point, you fire. Correct? Okay. What happens to him? What does he do after you fire that one shot? Falls backwards on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I got the video too, so I can see.
I'm asking
man.
because you can only explain your emotions and your reactions at this time. Video shows a lot, but it doesn't show what goes on in your head and what you're thinking at that point. He falls down on the ground. Is that a fair statement?
Mm-hmm.
You still have the gun. Explain to me the next
Even
step,
saying
though, of
mm-hmm is
shooting
you
another
saying
1 or 2
yes.
times
That
while
can
he's
be
laying on the
used
ground.
against you in court.
Well, at that point, what was the threat from him at that point?
Because he had a gun in his hand when he pulled up.
At that point,
And
while
he
he's
got
laying
out
on
of
the
the
ground,
car.
did he have a gun?
And
in
he
his
got
hand?
out of the car. You see what I'm saying? I don't take nothing like that. Like,
So
if you got a gun and you making it seem like you on the threat, bro, I'm not finna give you no.
So that's important you should say. So when he got a car, show me with your hands. How do you know he had a gun?
When I was, if y'all have, you see what I'm saying though?
We can't see
Like,
into the
all right, but listen, hold on real
If
quick.
we
Come
could see in the
on,
car,
bro.
that would answer your question for sure. The question we
He
have
was
for
in
you.
the car when he came. He was talking through the car. I set my things down. When I set my things down, I look back and see him outside of the car.
Okay.
And so when we got to fighting, I was getting closer to his car because, like, why are you fighting if you was just flashing your gun and stuff like that? So
When was he flashing? I may have missed that. So he was flashing the
Yeah,
gun while he
what?
was still sitting in the car early.
he had it on his lap right here. When
In
he
the car
pulled
while
up,
you
yes,
had
he had it
your
on his
stuff.
lap. Yeah, he
Okay.
had it on his lap, and he was like, "Yeah, woo, 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 woo." I don't know what he was saying because I didn't really give a fuck. I see you got your gun, so obviously you on something. Okay, cool, bro. So I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? I had guns being pointed at me multiple times, but, like, you know what I mean? That don't faze me. It's all about what you gonna do with it. So if he got out of his car without his gun, then that was his fault. That's not my fault that I shot him with his own gun because he was threatening me.
I thought you said he got out of the car with the gun. Is that not
No,
true?
I did not. I never said that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
did.
I'm sorry, I'm getting
Yeah, he
confused.
said he had it when he
shit,
pulled up.
boy.
But when he came out of the car, he was ready to fight.
I guess so.
We fought.
Yeah.
Y'all fought. Fair
It's
fight going.
crumbling.
You end up over on the car. You're saying you reach in the car at that time. You get the gun. You fire that one shot. But my question to you is, while he's laying on the ground, and before you fire your other 2 shots into him, what is he doing to make you fearful that you need to fire those other 2 shots?
He already came over there. I didn't have to. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't in fear.
Did you need to fire
No,
those other 2 shots?
no, no. If you're trying to claim self-defense, you can't say you wasn't in fear. Ah, I'm in disbelief that he just said that. Wow. You know, and it's funny, like, a lot of people that commit crimes, they get mad at the people who quote unquote snitch, or the people that's talking and giving up evidence that were with them, or witnesses that were civilians, or everything else. But they don't realize how much of them getting indicted and the evidence that's used against them in court a lot of times comes from them. Either the shit you said in a rap song, either the shit you posted on Twitter, either the shit you said when they were questioning you. It's like all of that matters. All of that matters. So if you're trying to claim self-defense, you can't shoot people in the back. You can't shoot somebody when they're already on the floor. And to make matters worse, not only do they have the footage, but when they're asking you how you feel, how you were feeling going through it, that guy got off from killing that unarmed teenager years ago by saying he feared for his life. If he had never said that he feared for his life, it'd be pretty hard to claim self-defense, because what are you defending? But in this scenario, the final nail in the coffin, he just said, I did not fear for my life. That
make you fearful that you need to fire those other 2 shots.
He already came over there. I didn't have to. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't in fear.
Did you need to fire those other 2 shots?
No, probably not.
Where did you shoot him on those 2 shots?
I know I shot him in the head.
The first shot, what do you think you...
So he just admitted to the kill shot being the shot that he did not need to fire. Even in a state that has self-defense, that alone can send you to prison or jail for a little bit of time. I don't know how much time, because, I'm not a lawyer, but I can tell you for a fact, you'll go away for some time, even if you live in a state that has self-defense, and even if you were initially defending yourself. If the shot that ended up killing the person was not needed to be fired, you will be charged with murder.
You shot him then?
In the stomach, right where he was at. Yeah.
In the stomach?
Mm-hmm.
If you had done that, shot him in the stomach, walked off, called the police saying, hey, this guy jumped me, do you think there was a possibility he could maybe still be alive right now?
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
but those other 2 shots, you said into the head, that was basically taking his life at that point, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
wow.
Why did, another issue I want to say, why did it looks like on a video that you kind of, like you guys are ready to fight, that you want, why didn't you just take off or something like that?
I'm not running from nobody.
Damn. All right, bro.
Have
if
you
you're going to
guys
stand
ever
on
been in
business
a
like
fight
that, stand
before?
on business the whole time.
Never.
You murdered him in cold
You
blood.
guys never, and you guys grew up together and all this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true about the girl? Having a falling out about the girl?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know, bro. I ain't had no problem with it. No.
You never have. You know who CR is?
Yeah.
Seemed like that's a touchy subject
He's
for
back
you,
to
so
the- yeah,
I'll leave it
exactly.
alone.
He's back
I
to
don't know.
being
I'm just trying
nervous.
to think of the reasons, man.
Yeah, he's back to being nervous. It does have something to do with the girl.
So you don't even know what kind of gun you had in your hand.
It was a 9mm, bro.
How do you know that?
Because I know my friend, bro. That was my friend. You hear me? That was my brother. You hear me? We
But
was
you
close.
didn't know his name.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah,
How long? When did y'all fall out?
Last month, right before my birthday, man. On my daughter's birthday.
And you don't even want to tell me why you fell out?
No.
Okay.
They'll tell you, whoever it is.
So I just take their word for it?
I mean, like, listen here. I already told you what happened, and y'all don't believe that. Y'all thinking that I pulled a gun out on my waistline, and I had this zipped up the whole time. So I don't even know how y'all can
Well,
think
like
that.
I said, I got to go back and look at the video very,
that's
very
what I'm
well.
letting y'all know, man.
But I can tell you this.
Wow.
You said you got it from the car, the cup holder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think should happen to you?
I don't know. Y'all probably gonna put me in jail.
Well, you're under arrest for murder. I mean, when this all shakes out, just because you go to jail, you can bond out tomorrow if you got bond money. You know what I'm saying? What do you think should happen?
I'm not sure.
Given the same circumstances, would you do the same thing?
But I do the same thing to what about what?
Same circumstances happen. Say this didn't happen. You know now, given the same
Wow, this is
circumstance,
unfortunate.
would you have shot him, Curtis?
Probably not.
Probably not. No.
Why not?
You don't want to kill anybody.
I don't know. I'm lying to you. Yeah, I probably would have.
Oh,
There's no doubt in my mind. If I
shit.
see somebody with a gun pointing it towards me or acting like they gonna do something with it, bro, if I get a hold to it, then that's their fault because they should have used it first. That's all I'm gonna say, man. So no, I'm not taking none of this back. And if it was a time to where this happened again, I would hope they would just shoot me first instead of letting me get a hold of their own gun.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. You
Wow.
got any other questions?
Would you have
Wow.
shot the other 2 rounds if you had time to do it again?
No.
You just shot the one.
Huh?
Would you have just shot the first round and been done, or shot the other 2 rounds at the end if you had a chance?
I don't know. It's probably just how I was feeling. I don't even know. I didn't even realize I was doing all that until after I did it.
Kind of heated moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to have my crime scene guys come over here. I want to document your injuries. You know what I'm saying? So, because to document that there was a fight and stuff like that. I'm going to collect your cell phone. I'm going to write a search warrant for it. I'll keep it with the case and make sure there's no messages and stuff in there. And then you're going to go to jail tonight.
Wait,
and you're going to make
what?
sure there's no message. I'm going to collect your cell phone. I'm going to write a search warrant for it. I'll keep it with the case and make sure there's no messages and stuff in there.
Still gonna search the phone.
And then you're going to go to jail tonight, and you'll get a bond and stuff like that. Is there anything else you'd want to ask, or any questions or anything? You got any other questions? I don't have anything else.
Still gonna search the phone.
Okay, Dominic, just hang tight, man. Are you hungry, anything like that? I can get you maybe some little snacks or something like that. You good? The officer's going to be right there, so I don't know how long it's going to take him to be here, so we'll see. We'll go from there, okay?
Can I call somebody?
No, we don't allow calls. Unfortunately, we get in trouble for that. Do you want us to try to call somebody for you?
No.
Damn.
The detective leaves the room, then he returns 30 minutes later with video footage of the shooting.
All right, I'm gonna show this to you. See if you can help me understand what I'm looking at. So we still have.
Oh, they here with the footage.
But
all right, look at the body language.
so this is.
Oh yeah, he knows this
okay.
clip because he's like, oh yeah, this is 4K.
Is that fair? Okay. So he's hitting. What is he doing right there?
I'm sitting here
Okay. Where are you at on the car at this point?
on the window.
You're on the window?
Mm-hmm.
Are you just hanging onto the side of the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At what point are you reaching in?
Right there when you see me disappear.
So you stick your whole head into the car.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically, do you grab the gun with your left hand or right hand?
Mm-hmm.
So you're here, you reach, you grab it with your right. Do you shoot? So I guess you come up.
Damn, it
He's
would be
still
great
hitting
if
you?
they can show us at least a little bit of the footage.
Is that the shot?
Yeah, first one, yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just play it. Let me see it. Let me show you.
But your head going in, though, that's where you're reaching in, grabbing that. Okay.
Damn. He knows. Yeah. The way he's putting his head down, he's like, I know I'm cooked. And the way that guy walked off, he's like, yeah, I know I'm cooked. I know this guy knows that he's cooked too. He knows, like, no, it was more like, it's probably a fight. They're probably just fighting. Sounds to me like he might have been losing the fight a little bit. You know,
put your hands up for me.
pulls the gun out and just shoots the guy.
Put them over for me. Okay, turn and face that way.
Wow.
At first, he wanted in the
Oh, wow.
In the end, Dominique would be charged with murder. At first, he wanted to take the case to trial, but prosecution offered him a plea deal that he agreed to. In exchange for his guilty plea, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this case.
Whoa. First of all, I did not know that they can just, on the spot, offer you a plea deal and just, that's it. I didn't know that. So that evidence must have been heavy, like on point, like stacked, piled, dead to rights. Because, I mean, we can't see the footage, but based on how everything sounded, it did sound like he was guilty, you know? Wow. So I guess he, like, really, really, really was guilty. Dang, imagine sitting in that room and then just pleading out to 15 years in prison, like 15 years of your life for an argument that you probably could have just, you know, in the long run, just been like, hey, man, fuck it, whatever. Wow. 20 seconds of decisions, maybe less, for 15 years of your life. It's unfortunate. Let me know what you guys think, man. Like the video. Throw me some suggestions. Until next time, take care.